It's Dana White's Contender Series, week number 3, and we've had some wild changes already to this card, and I imagine this trend will keep up for the rest of the season. In this one here, we have a heavyweight matchup that was added essentially the same night as week number 2. So, one of the heavyweight fights was moved to the Perth card, which is wild in its own right, so there's that. But then this fight was just added to the Contender Series card, so that's strange. This is a heavyweight bout between a couple of guys who both competed at light heavyweight, but one is much more of a heavyweight than the other as far as their stature, from my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but from my opinion. In this one, we have Darion Abbey, and he takes on Donte Johnson. Now, Johnson, you can watch his whole professional career in the span of a few minutes, right? Every professional bout has ended in the first, minute and some change at latest. And he's 5-0. Which is good. He had a couple losses in amateur. I watched those to make sure I wasn't missing anything crazy. None of those go, too deep either. So it's tough to get a good read on Johnson. However, on the other side, Darion Abbey, he's fought some higher level competition than Johnson for sure, but usually that's a setback for him. He's 7-4. He's 4-1 in his last 5. That one loss coming to Tim Johnson, which isn't no shame in that. Tim Johnson's still a tough out for anybody at this level. So there's that. But it's interesting, right? So let's break them down skill for skill. For Donte Johnson, there are some things that I really like, and there's some things that I don't. The first thing I want to point out I don't really like is that he's short for a light heavyweight. He's listed at 6 foot. I have a hard time believing that's accurate. Maybe it is, but he just looks so much shorter than most of the guys in there. So he's short for a light heavyweight. This fight's a heavyweight, and he's going against somebody that's very tall. I believe Abbey is 6'6". If Johnson is 6 foot, that's a 6-inch height disadvantage for Johnson. If he's actually 6 foot, maybe he is. Guys like to lie about their height. Trust me, it's a thing. Us fellas do that. I try not to. I'm 5'8". There you go. So I'm short as well. But anyway, for Donte, I'm also not a heavyweight. For Donte Johnson, he is a decent striker. There are some things to like. I think he needs more seasoning, but here we go. He has good movement and he darts in and out really well. Those are things I like. I like that a lot. I like the flurries. I like his leg kick. We haven't seen the leg kick in use a lot since maybe his amateur days, but I like it. The one thing I don't like about the flurries is a lot of times he's wide open to a counter when he enters. He'll enter with his hands here because he's looking to land the strikes. He needs to enter with his hands up as he gets in, then start throwing. Doesn't work for him there. We haven't really seen a ton of his grappling. He is quick to the ground and pound. There's that. Super athletic, super explosive. There's a lot to like that's from like a raw skill set. We just haven't seen enough yet. I think he's still super early in his career. I don't think that's crazy to say. So there's not a lot I like there as far as I think this is a lot too soon for him. Now, on the other side for Abbey, he's decent striker. He's got the long, rangy, straight punches. I mean, the dude's 6'6", so that makes sense. He's got good kicks for the most part. Teep kick, I like that a lot. He's patient. That's good or bad. The durability, though. He's been knocked out in 3 of his 4 losses, subbed in the other. But we've also seen him knocked down a bunch, even in fights he won, against guys that are just kind of all right. So that's a problem. Decent grappling, decent takedowns, decent transitions. Not excellent, but it's what we got to go on here. I don't know why. I don't know. This is a tricky one. I'm going to side with a guy that's more fit for the frame of heavyweight, but yeah, I can see this one going either way. I really could. And I don't know that either guy is quite at the level that they need to be to get to the next level. So hopefully, even if whoever wins, maybe they say, hey, why don't we bring you back next season? We want to put you against somebody that's, a little higher level. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to take Darion Abbey, but it's a slight lean. Let me know what you guys think. I know both of these guys are from the Iowa area, which me being from Nebraska, that's right down the road. I've actually had buddies fight on the same card as a couple of these guys, so I'm fairly familiar with them. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like the video on your way out, and if you would like to, check out the rest of the videos in this playlist. There are all the matchups for this week's Dana White's Contender Series, and you can find it on screen right now, and I will see you there.